Absolute cinema. I think that's the best way to describe Roma versus Parma. Absolute cinema. The game ended Roma 3, Parma 2. Roma go away to Parma and have a hard fought victory and win right at the death. They left that late, didn't they? I mean, wow, what a game it was. I'm gonna be honest. I think myself and many Roma fans who watched that game gave up. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna act like I didn't give up, especially at the end. Like I did, I really did give up. Yeah, but Roma find a way. They keep their race for Europa. No, sorry, not Europa League, Champions League race alive for next week against the Derby. This weekend against the Derby. That's how it is. But let's go to the game. I'm gonna be honest. It looked like it was all Roma, and the stats do say it. 66% possession to 34% for Parma. Our XG was just so much better. 2.6 to 0.3. The fact that we conceded twice in this Parma side is crazy, especially what the expected goals are. We had 15 total shots to their 11, and we had 40 touches. 40 touches in their box to just their 15, which 15 is still a lot, but 40 to 15 is insane. The momentum, it said it was all Roma, and it was all Roma. Like, it was pretty much all Roma throughout most of the game, but we go 1-0 up. Daniel Malen then misses a few chances, and they score very early on in the second half by their former laziale Strafezza. Oh, sorry, Strafezza. Yeah, and then Keita, right at the end, looks like he seals the game for Parma in the 87th minute. At that point, I felt like, damn, that's another year in Europa League football, and that's very, very frustrating to watch. But no, Damien Lynch comes off the bench and equalizes in the 94th minute. Some people, we'll get into details, but and then Daniel Malen gets a pen. Well, not Daniel Malen. Damien Lynch wins a penalty for Daniel Malen to slot it away. Yeah, let's just get straight into the. Let's also get into the lineup. I think if you look at it, this is probably the best possible lineup that Roma could have put out there. Svilar in goal, Mancini, Hermoso, Indica back three, with Selic, Wesley, Cristante, and Kone as the midfield four, and Sule and Dybala who came back. Dybala, that was an incredibly fun addition, seeing him return, but he did. And Marlon up front, of course, with the double. I'm gonna be honest, it was disappointing to watch what they were doing. Roma just wasn't that great today. Well, not today, it was a few days ago, sorry. Roma just wasn't that great. Yeah, they just weren't great, and yeah, but the Rouge. Let's talk about the best shining lights of it. Paulo Dybala, of course, Wesley again, and Daniel Malen. These three again, time and time again, save our behinds. It happens every single game, and it's just great to see. Came off the bench was Neil Ananawi, David Lynch as well, who had a great game. Pizzilli, Gilardi, and Venturino, who he didn't just give anything. He's young, so I'm not going to really go into him that much. But yeah, Svilar, that's what I want to talk about first. Svilar just wasn't great again. This guy, since getting his contract, he has been pretty poor. In 2026, the Serbian, Belgium international, just needs to improve himself. I'm not going to give up on him. I don't think it's because we've seen him save us time and time again. But it's just like, come on now, minus 1 goals prevented. It's getting a bit ridiculous now. Mancini, Indica, Hermoso, back three wasn't the best tonight. I expect a bit more from him next time, but still, like, especially Hermoso, he wasn't good. Especially, we're not gonna go in Hermoso that bad because Hermoso's had a good few weeks. Like, let's look at his player profile. Like, let's look at his last few games. Look, goal against Fiorentina, goal against Atalanta, assist against Lecce. Like, he's been good. He has been good these last few weeks again, apart from the Inter game. But he's been good. Like, this is just a blip, in my opinion. He will be fine. But yeah, tonight, yeah, he said so. Not tonight. It's the game. He wasn't great. Kone and Cristante, that midfield duo, I just think doesn't work out. It doesn't work. I think one of them needs to be benched for someone like El Alawi and Pizzilli. Pizzilli for me should start every single game, but he didn't tonight, and he came on. He did make the difference, but It is what it is. Another man I want to talk about is Sule. Sule just once again nothing great. That left 10 spot, he really does play more of a winger role because like I know Sule wants to be here. I know that's where Sule wants to be, but he has to be here to face the play because we don't have a wing back to really assist him. If Wesley played here, look at Wesley's heat map right now. Look how far, look how he touches. He really does touch the touch line. If Wesley played here, he would be doing the same thing, and Sule could then control the middle, but he can't because Wesley is there. Because Selic can't overlap. So Sule has to do the job of a 10 and the job of winger at the same time. So I think it's a bit frustrating to watch. I think Roma need to invest in a wing back, whether it's a right or left, because Wesley can play both. I prefer left wing back to see Sule and Wesley link up, because look at Dybala. Look at Dybala's heat map and how he likes to just operate here. Look at the difference, right? Look how far wide he has to operate in comparison to Dybala, who can really just roam. Look at it. He's here. He's everywhere, right? He can really just roam. Why? Because Wesley will hold that entire width. He will hold it in comparison to what he does with Selic. He's just, you know what I mean? Like, that's why you see the best of Dybala, because Dybala can come inside and pause, and Wesley can be the winger. Marlon today, let's move on to Marlon. This guy, he's really good. I took the most shots. I could have walked away with like 4 or 5 goals, but yeah, man, it was great. It was great to see him again. He's broken the records for him, so it's very fun to see. But yeah, record breaking, scored most goals by January signing since Balotelli, so brilliant for him. But yeah, Roma as a whole just wasn't that great, and they need to be better, because next they got Lazio. Lazio's got to play Inter. And I don't know if they've officially moved it. It's still Sunday, right? So they're gonna be tired from the Inter game. Hopefully Inter can take them to the absolute limit. But Lazio still got to play Inter. But to be fair, Lazio will still want to ruin our season. They very much can. It's a derby. Anything can happen, right? So that's how it is, man. Like, we got to play Lazio, and then I think it's Verona. It's Hellas Verona, who are already relegated, if I'm correct. They are already relegated. They are already relegated. So they're still gonna try to ruin our season because it's Verona. But we still have a chance for European football. We're tied on points. Point behind Juventus. 3 points behind Napoli. So it's there. Juve is struggling, as you can see. 1 win in the last 5. We got 1 draw in the last 5 and 4 wins. Juventus, they're looking very comfortable. Napoli are also limping into top 4. And Como, a bit inconsistent. But out of 2nd to 6th, Roma look the strongest. But again, it's about finishing out this season. Get this, can for once crack the 70-point mark. I remember the last time we did that. It's been a while. But like, as long as we crack that 70-point mark, we'll be fine. And we'll be in contention. But the derby is going to be the big one. I'm going to be live streaming that game on TikTok. Make sure to follow me on TikTok. It'll be in my either in this video's bio or the bio of my YouTube. So yeah, like, we need to go out there and win that game. But yeah, I'll make a preview for the Lazio and Verona game within the season, and who I think is going to make top 4 and who's going to play Europa League and Conference League. I'll make that video a separate time. But yeah, that's really what I got to say. I haven't got much to say about the game. It was a great game. Roma fought back, and it was brilliant to see. So yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.